Boca Raton. Rat's Mouth. Joe, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I believe that Herman Cain should drop out of the race because even if he didn't drop out of the race, the Republicans are too racist to vote another black man into office.
Oh, that makes me laugh because you're right. I agree with you. You mean all Republicans are racist? I think what you mean is the Republican Party hierarchy is definitely against blacks. I agree with you.
That's right, and I don't think they want to have another black man in office.
No, well, that's absolutely true. There's no question that they have a problem with that issue. The Republican hierarchy, no matter what they say, is skittish about blacks and Jews and women. There's no question about it. They are. I mean, it's just the way it is. Not to mention all of the other minorities. This is a fact. They've been trying to get away from it for years, but we all know it's true. And on the converse, the Democrat hierarchy is uncomfortable with white males, even though the hierarchy is all white males. How do you figure that one?
I don't know, but they hate all homosexuals, transsexuals, anybody who's a minority from a different country. They hate.
Wait. Who hates them? Who hates them?
The hierarchy, the Republicans.
What you mean the Democrat? Wait, hold it. You're mixing me up. The Democrats love blacks. That's why they're attacking Cain?
No, they stand up for the blacks, and they stand up for the minorities.
Whoa. They stand up for the blacks? That's why they're slinging mud at Cain with these lies? How does that make sense?
That's because Cain is a white man in black skin.
Oh, that's about the most racist thing I've ever heard. You mean in order to be a real black man, you have to be a screaming fake revolutionary like Al Sharpton? Is that a real black man?
I would say that Al Sharpton is sticking up for what he believes in.
So in other words, to you, a real black man is a flame-throwing, hateful man who threatens and screams at everybody and blackmails everybody with their mouth. Is that your idea of what a black man should be?
No, Herman.
You mean any black man who has the dignity to try to do it on his brains is a white man in disguise?
I think that Herman Cain is just acting like what he's acting like so he'll get voted in. I think he's not standing to his roots.
What are his roots? What would his roots reflect? He should grow an afro and scream at people?
No, I believe that if he looks back on his roots, he'll see that the blacks have been oppressed for the past 200
years.
years.
I'm sick and tired of hearing this already with the black oppression. You have a black president. Stop with that lie already. I'm sick of it. You know what percent of the federal government is run by black people? Why don't you stop this bull crap already with the victimhood? And if your friends in the Democrat Party love blacks so much, why are they attacking Herman Cain?
They're attacking Herman Cain because Herman Cain doesn't stand for everything that a black man should stand for.
Well, what should a black man stand for? I'm asking you. You're not answering me. You're telling me that somebody who is offensive and loud and threatening is a black man? And somebody who is polite and dignified and intelligent, who has a real master's degree, is not a black man? What do you hold his education against him? What do you want, a street preacher as a black man? That's the real black man. A street preacher with a fake reverend's degree. That's your idea of a black man?
I believe that a black man should stand up and say, when my people are being oppressed by the whites.
Excuse me, you didn't finish the sentence. Is that a whole sentence? Are you still there, Joe, or what happened? Your medication ran out? I guess she's not there anymore. The hospital shut off the public phone. I guess that the quarter ran out. It sounds like the quarter ran out in the Boca Raton Nut House. Wherever they let her use the quarter there. She could have called Collect Beowulf. We would have had a little more fun. I mean, I've heard stupidity. This won a prize. I was about to give her a prize, this woman. Herman Cain is not a real black man because he's not offensive enough? Is that what she was implying? I don't know whether she was pulling my leg or what, but I actually think some of the Democrat drug takers think that way. Let's go to Boca Raton, Florida. She's on the other side. Joe in Boca Raton, welcome. You say the Arizona law is wrong. Is that correct?
Yes, I think it's absolutely racist that they're telling the illegal aliens that they can't come into Arizona. They can do what they want to. I mean, we're America. We have to have open...
Wait. You're saying too many things at once. They're saying what?
That we need to have...
You're saying... Wait, ma'am. Are you aware of the fact that a country has borders? Are you aware of that?
I'm saying that we need to get rid of our borders so we can welcome all forms and walks of life.
Of course, you're pulling my leg.
I'm serious. Just look at how your ancestors got here.
Well, they didn't come here illegally. Maybe yours did. How did yours get here? Did they come here illegally?
I don't know, but they got over here somehow, and now
Well, apparently they pulled from the lowest level of the gene pool from where you came from, that you don't even know how a nation is defined. How many people do you think this country could sustain with open borders? Is there a limit, an upper limit in your mind?
I think we could sustain so many people because there's capitalism.
I said how many? How many people are in America today? How many millions?
600 million.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy, we're in trouble, aren't we? So you just guessed at that, I could see, because that's not the correct number. Okay, we'll give you another chance. How many people do you think the United States of America could sustain if we had no borders and anybody could just enter the country? How many people?
We need to put limits on people's income because people are making way too much money, and they need to...
So, in other words, it's not the number of people here, it's the amount of money people are making.
Yes, it's the greed in America. We need to spread
I
that
see.
out.
How much money do you make a year, Joe?
Nothing. Right now I'm on a welfare check, but that doesn't matter anyway.
Ah, you're on a welfare check. That's why you're so benevolent with other people's money. So you're telling men like me who work for a living, who pay your welfare check, that I should be limited in how much I make so you can make more money doing nothing?
Well, I think that you don't pay my welfare check. I think Obama pays my welfare check. And
Wait, what do you mean? Obama pays it out of his pocket? Where does Obama get the money from, Joe?
I don't know his stash. I don't know where he gets it. But the main thing is...
What do you mean you don't know where he gets it from? It's called the public treasury. Where does the money come from into the public treasury, Joe?
Illegal aliens who work for a living and then they pass the money to the government.
Joe, you're a very sick person. I really pity you, Joe. And you never should have been able to get on the show because a man wants to find hell as a place where there is no reason. And you just dragged me into hell, Joe.
Joe in Florida, welcome to the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I would say instead of criticizing him, maybe you should congratulate him for coming out and telling the truth.
Oh yeah, that's really what America's thinking. You're really on the right side of things. The whole country believes you're right.
Well, I think.
Oh yeah, he's a brave man, crying. Oh yeah, crying about it without leaving his job. Right, that's a real man, getting up there weeping with the water bottle.
How would you feel if you were caught for doing something like that?
Well, first of all, I don't do things like that, so don't turn it on me, schmuck. Who the hell do you think you're talking to, your ex-husband? You ought to be ashamed of yourself for even supporting him. What's supportable about him? You're proud of that man?
I think it's honorable that he told me.
What's honorable about doing what he did? Let's deal with what he did. It's honorable showing a picture of your private parts to a constituent behind your wife's back? That's honorable?
We all make mistakes, okay?
Oh, we all make mistakes, I see. And that should be a congressman? That's a role model for children. You don't have children, do you?
No, I do not, right?
Of course not, you have no children. You've never had a boyfriend or a husband, have you, Joe?
Well, that's more on a personal note, but...
You know, more on a personal level. You can see why. Because men like that are hard to find. You're looking for another Anthony Weiner. They're taken, man. They're all in Congress. Let's go to the callers in Boca Raton. The Rat's Mouth. Joe, welcome to the Savage Nation.
On this one, I believe that the Muslim Brotherhood is pretty much the same as the Tea Party. And you can't...
So the Tea Party wants to put women in burqas?
No, the Tea Party wants to stand against big government, and same with the Muslim Brotherhood against the Israelites who have...
Wait, Joe, please. You made quite a statement that the Muslim Brotherhood is equal to the Tea Party. You're not serious, are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely serious.
So in other words, the Tea Party movement in America wants to introduce Tea Party law in America, where everyone will be forced to drink 6 cups a day while praying for Arthur Godfrey?
No, it's about freedom, and the Muslim Brotherhood has been suppressed by the government, and they're trying to overthrow the government so they can at least have...
So in your mind, the Muslim Brotherhood is a benign, kindly faction?
I wouldn't say that, but I'd say that...
Well, what would you say, since you're an ignoramus to begin with, to make a statement of the kind you made to enter this national talk show? Who is the Muslim Brotherhood? What have they done, and what do they stand for?
They stand for their beliefs and their religion.
Well, what is their beliefs? I asked you. You're talking about it as though you know something. Who is the Muslim Brotherhood? What do they believe in?
They believe that they need to have the right in order to, they want to be in the government too. I don't know what kind of education you come from, but my professor is a lot more smarter than you, and he's...
I would say that you're perhaps the stupidest caller I've ever had in my 16 years on radio. You actually win a prize. Is there some way I can send you some fish oils to try and push your thinking power up to that of, let's say, a moron?
Excuse me, I'm in school right now, and I don't have a degree yet, but I am...
No, I can tell that. I don't know what school you might be in. What is it, Tallahassee Prison for women? The college courses? You have no idea what you're talking about. You're so over your head, it's an embarrassment, but you wouldn't even understand what you're talking about. The Muslim Brotherhood stands for the introduction of Sharia law. Do you know what Sharia law is?
From what you say, from what you teach, it sounds like it's the devil's worship.
Aha. So you would like Sharia law. Would you like to wear a burqa?
That's not my religion, but I would like to have the freedom to...
Well, wait a minute. Lady, you said that the Muslim Brotherhood is simply an oppressed faction, a political faction that simply wants its day in the sun. You don't even know who the Muslim Brotherhood is. They stand for Sharia law. They want Sharia law spread throughout the world, which would include you, Joe. Do you understand what that means?
Well,
okay, you're okay. Take a walk, please, Joe. Do me a favor. Never call the show again. In fact, don't even listen to my show because listeners like you lower the IQ by a vast amount.